AppSumo. AppSumo.
All right, so where can you see keep Austin fat? Keep Austin fat. You like that? The new AppSumo shirt? This is so cool. What are we talking about today?
Talking about email templates.
Email templates sounds a little bit boring, actually.
It's not.
Why is it not boring? Tell me why email templates are not boring.
Because we use email every single day, and it's so important. And I send 40, 50 emails a day. How many do you send?
Probably the same amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's super important that we get responses and that we start taking action based on those emails.
Okay, so what are the email templates today about? Like, what's the gist of it?
Everything from sales and lead gen to customer support, like how to craft those emails in such a perfect way to get response and to wow customers.
Okay, so I'm playing ignorant right now, but I'm actually a copywriter, so I know the value of email. So you've probably figured this out in the school of hard knocks, whatever you call it,
Yeah.
that if you send one crappy corporate speak email, almost every time no one's going to want to open that and they're not going to respond, or they'll just say, stop emailing me. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you send the right kind of email, which is usually shorter and more interesting, they'll say, hell yeah, let's do this.
Or even worse, like not even getting a response, that email goes straight to the delete and trash box, and you're going to follow up with crappy emails over and over and over again.
Exactly. So this is going to help you kind of craft your emails the correct way. Not help you. It's going to actually give you the actual scripts, right?
Yeah, the templates are there. Like all you have to do is input people's names and companies, and you're done.
Okay, so let's give like a real example of this.
Okay, you want a real example of
Yeah.
an email. All right, here's an email that I would send to someone where I want them to do a deal on AppSumo.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Jim, I wanted to follow up on my voicemail to you regarding our company's future plans. As your AppSumo Inside Sales rep, I look forward to further conversations around this topic. I'd like to invite you to watch the following short video, which briefly talks about the benefits that our AppSumo deal bundle and blah, 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 blah.
So, wait, this is the crap you're going to be...
Yeah, this is a crappy email.
Oh, this is the crappy email. Okay,
Yeah.
I was about to say, I was like, that's the good email?
No.
I was like, I haven't learned anything from this damn email, and you've already spoken for 2 paragraphs and lost my attention. By now, I probably would have pressed the delete button on this.
Yeah, I would have too.
I'm sure everyone there was probably bored while you were talking about that.
So why
too.
is that bad? Like, why is this email bad?
Well, for one, it's talking about you, and I don't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
I'm some important guy at my company. I don't care about you. I don't care because a million people pitch me a day.
Yeah.
I want to know how you can make me better.
Yep.
How you can make me look better in front of my boss,
Yep.
or how you can make my startup more money.
If you send emails that are just me, let me tell you about me, like that's an immediate way to the trash box and the spam box.
Because no one gives a shit.
That's right. So let me share you an example of a great email that gets responses. And I actually use this email.
So you've used this, and have you made money off this email?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I almost am ashamed to tell you how much money, but this email works. All right.
Okay.
Same thing. I'm emailing someone that wants to do a deal on AppSumo. Hey Neville, we've been running some tests on what would happen if we sold an AppSumo deal with you, and the results are interesting. Our email list is 590,000 strong, and I think we can make a splash promoting you guys. Does it make sense to talk further?
So that's 3 sentences. I'm looking at your computers. 3 sentences. So we've been running some tests on what would happen if AppSumo is sold to my company.
Right.
So basically, it looks like you've already done your homework.
Right.
You said the results are interesting. So now I'm like, wait, what did he find out?
What are the results?
And I'm thinking like, not only that, but I'm thinking like, maybe I can use this for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. Get a cool chart to show my boss. Something along those lines.
Yep.
Our email list is 590,000 strong. So you've educated me that you're actually a pretty big player.
Yep.
And we can make a splash promoting you guys. So it means I can make money is essentially what you're saying. Would it make sense to talk further? I like that ending.
I think that's probably the biggest
Now,
part.
why did you not say like, how can I call you, or like, the
Because
typical?
people don't care about that. Like, people don't want to be contacted. All I'm asking
Good point, yeah.
is, does it make sense to talk further? Given the information in the other 2 sentences that I gave, does it make sense for us to get on a phone call or just email back and forth and talk further?
So instead of him having to bullshit you, he'd be like, no, it doesn't make sense. And you can just cut your losses and run.
I'm
right?
fine with that. If he emails back and says no, like, I'd be like, okay, next.
But what's the most likely outcome of this, based on your experience?
Like, probably 70% say, absolutely.
70%. Damn.
Yeah, let's talk further.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So basically, almost everyone you contact accepts and wants to talk. And then once you got them on a phone, it's pretty much game over, right?
That's right.
Yeah. But so in this case, the psychology of this is you're not offering to be like, hey, Mr. Bubble, I'm going to do all this stuff for you. They're calling you and be like, hey, what do you got? Like, what did you find out?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's totally flipping it around. So because what the only difference is was the words in this email. That was the only thing we've changed here. So that's just one email. Like, what are some other examples of the emails that are included in this whole like bundle thing?
All right, so here's one from Andrew Chin on basically how to hire designers or developers for your team. All right, so it starts off, hey, I found your site on Quora. I'd like to reach out, and then you include like a little bio of what you do. I'm Andrew Chin, like I'm a startup advisor. I'm putting together a team here, and I wanted to know if you'd be interested, or if there were any other web designers or developers that you recommend that I speak to. And then it goes on and talks about like the qualifications, and then like I need you to learn this technology and like have this stuff.
So what's the secret sauce in that? I think I can tell what it is.
I think the secret sauce here is not just asking like, are you interested? But if you're not interested, or if there are any other web designers or devs that you recommend we speak.
Okay, so that's actually a big thing, and a lot of people don't realize this. But what happened right here is that instead of writing this email out, finding this guy, finding his contact information, and then contacting him, and then nothing happening because he's like totally stretched to the limit or whatever, he now has a friend maybe in LA or something that he can refer you to.
Yeah, and it could
so
even
at least
go,
you got a lead out of it, or at least you got some other, or you got some contact that you can work with, right?
And I think that Andrew could have gone a little further here and said, if you're not interested, can you name 3 people that are? Like that's another action point. Like maybe that's asking for too much, but that's another way that you could.
Well, if the conversation is going to end right there, you may as well blow it out in a big way.
That's right.
but it's cool because all these little email templates use like small psychological hacks that seem very small but are extraordinarily important.
Yep.
And so, who are some like prominent authors on this that you've got to give them? Oh, so I don't know, did we mention this already? Of these 35 emails, these are all emails that have been tested by like famous internet people, right?
Yep.
That have actually worked. We didn't just make this shit up.
Yep.
We actually got people to give us their emails.
Yep.
Suckers. But what are some other famous people that are kind of in
So
this?
like Dan Martell, Ramit Sethi is one. Andrew Chen, of course. Noah's got some that are really great. And they're not just like sales or lead gen and customer support. Those are a part of it. But there's some like on how to keep your investors and advisors updated on what your startup's doing, how to do debt collection on customers that aren't paying. Like that one's really
debt
fascinating.
collection? Oh.
Like just the psychology.
So if you're a
of it.
web designer and like someone doesn't pay you in time or whatever like that. I actually read that. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the 35 email templates. Who should buy this? Who's the perfect candidate to actually buy this?
Everyone.
Everyone. I don't believe you.
You shouldn't. It's not for everyone. It's for salespeople that want responses, like want great responses. It's for customer support people that want to wow their customers, want to see great examples. Check. It's for people that want to get that initial meeting with an VC or an angel. Like that's really powerful. There's one set of templates that we have of a guy that raised over $500K, $500,000 just from using 5 templates.
Huh. And just like spamming the hell out of everyone, or
No. They're great templates. Like they're really, really sharp templates. So it's for those type of people.
Sweet. So I would say the best people are the salespeople or entrepreneurs, because this basically covers a gamut of like a startup, right?
Yep.
But also with salespeople, here's the example I'm going to use. Like let's say you're selling stuff and you make 1 sale per week, and you cold call and cold email all these people. If you got a 50% better response rate, or 100% better, or 200% better, which these emails have like proven to do, like just imagine the math on that. All of a sudden it goes from like you're making X amount of money to X amount times 2. So that's pretty powerful for changing some emails, but that's pretty cool.
We're talking tens of thousands of dollars, at least in our case with AppSumo.
Yeah, dude, I've had great results by like changing up emails. I mean, I'm a copywriter. I know what to say to people, and all these emails pretty much follow the format that I would do instead of some boring corporate speak.
And
bullshit.
they're shorter. Like they're just shorter. They're easy to write. And once you actually get in the mode of learning how to write these type of emails, it will help you for the rest of your life.
Or even if you're an uncreative bastard, you could just do the canned emails thing. I'm lazy. I'd rather do that. Because think about it. If you're going to send the same email to everyone, you may as well just refine one email that you know works and then put a canned one and then replace their name, right?
Yep.
That's pretty simple.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I hate to say it, but that pretty much works pretty well.
And just carpet bomb everyone.
You can, but be prepared because you're going to get like the responses that you want.
Yeah.
So that's good. Anyhow, who should not buy this? That's always an interesting question. Who should not buy this product? Who should not click the buy button?
Probably someone who doesn't have like a real product yet, who's like kind of starting and getting their thing going. I mean, there's templates that can help for that, but it's really for people that have an established business, that have a nice sales process, and that already have like people emailing and customer support.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have any of that, then don't buy this.
Yeah,
It's not for you.
I would say if everyone could buy it. Like I think everyone will learn from it, but you're not going to benefit as much. I mean, this is like not that expensive,
Yep.
so you would learn, but you won't benefit immediately. If you're a salesperson or a customer support rep or something trying to make your customers happy, you can implement these email templates tomorrow.
Yeah, like
tonight.
in hours.
Yeah. You download it, you get everything. It has a psychological commentary on there. You can learn from them,
Yeah.
and then you can implement them and start just sending out your canned email.
Yeah, so let's talk now about like what you get. Like when you click buy, like what happens?
What do you get?
What do you get? I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't know. What do you get? I'm asking you.
You get you get an email book with like 35 templates of like really great emails and 3 terrible ones of just and the explanation and the psychology.
What are 3 terrible ones?
Yeah, we read the one earlier about like a terrible email.
Oh, to show you how most people write it.
Yeah,
and I bet most people will be like, "Damn, I write emails like that." I used to also at some point. Yeah.
We all did.
Like you sit down at a computer writing something, right, to some important person. You automatically get a little intimidated, and you kind of get writer's block, and you're just like, "Dear sir," and like automatically, that's a shitty email.
Yep.
Because no one wants to hear "Dear sir" because that sounds like spam.
Have you ever sent an email with "Dear Sir"? Be honest.
In the past, yeah. Before I started learning like how to actually sell stuff, now I would never do something like that.
Yeah.
My emails are short to the point and never about me.
Mm-hmm.
They're always about them or what I've already done for them. Or here's a free gift for you. By the way, I want to get you on the phone. Something like that.
Yep.
Anyhow, so you get everything.
An ebook.
Okay.
And then you get just commentary on each one of those emails. It's downloaded. It's free forever. If you don't like it, you can refund it.
Wait, so this commentary is kind of like the psychology on why, and some of them even have notes like embedded in it, like here's why you are writing this, like, and here's why this is so important. Because sometimes it's just like a simple line that's there that you're just like, okay, no big deal, but you're like, whoa, wait, here's why this line is so much more effective. Right. So that's cool. So 1, you'll actually learn on how to write good emails. 2, you'll actually get the freaking scripts, like straight up, you can copy them. So let's see. Now, you had an interesting story because you actually used to book or send speakers to Fortune 500 companies. Is that right?
Yeah, book them for like corporate events or like pharmaceutical sales rep conferences, like stuff like that.
And you do this all through email?
Yeah, I did it 100% through email and a little bit of phone.
So you've sent like bazillions of emails, right? And you see what works and what doesn't. And you're sending similar pitches. So you know that you could kind of hone one email. Mm-hmm. Did you ever test any of these?
Yeah, I mean, like, there were some that were just terrible, but I got down to, like, such a craft that I knew exactly what email would be, like, solicit the perfect response and get the response that I wanted. And I always started there. I always started with what response do I want and just kind of work your way back.
Oh, that's an interesting way to look at it. I never actually thought about that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. So if you want them to say yes or you just want to get them on the phone, it's a very different email. Ah, good way. So basically, you've compiled all these from all these like famous people and a couple of yours, a couple of Noah's, and a couple of all these other, Andrew Chen, all these other people. But you know what you're doing because you're a big email whore yourself. So
I wouldn't put it that way.
I would put it that way. Like, no, but you know what you're doing. So let's wrap it up. So everyone knows if you're a salesperson, customer support person, trying to get intros to people, you're doing a startup, this is absolutely perfect for you. And if you don't like it, what happens?
You can refund it for 100%.
100%. Like what? For how long?
Two
days? 3 days?
No.
30 days? 60 days?
Till the day you
90
die.
days. Till the day you die. Yeah. It actually says that on all AppSumo stuff. That's how we really can't sell crap. Like, even if we wanted to, we couldn't hawk bullshit because people will refund it right away.
Yeah.
So it kind of like keeps us in check. So if you don't like these emails and you think it's crap, dude, refund it right away. We want you to have your money back.
Yep.
But pretty sure that these will actually start making you money pretty quick, especially if you're already a salesperson, customer support, etc.
Yep.
You can start implementing these tomorrow, tonight, as soon as you get around to it. As soon as you get off your ass and start putting them into play. It's pretty easy. And so, man, you also get that psychological commentary. So I think that's pretty important. And then these will save you a lot of time. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't recall how much time I've wasted just like sending shitty emails where people don't reply. Like that's the worst because then you have to follow up and then you have to contact other people. Whereas these kind of emails actually pre-qualify people to say like a quick yes or no.
Yeah.
Like no, we shouldn't talk. Yes, we should.
And we actually talked about this yesterday about even like if people don't reply, like what the perfect way to get them to reply, which will include that, and it's amazingly simple. Like I loved it when we talked about it. You remember that?
Yeah. So that's all included.
Yeah, included.
Sweet. All right, cool. So you can start downloading this instantly, and if you are the right kind of person to buy this, buy it now. 100% money refund. Blah blah blah. You're gonna love it. So cool. Thanks
guys.
AppSumo.